Many of us set resolutions for better health in the new year, but then reality sets in and few of us last the first few months, let alone the whole year. But let's talk about a success story. Faced with some health challenges, chef and my friend Joel Gamron of the Homemade Online Cooking School made real promises and changes in 2025, and he's here to share what worked from a food standpoint. And also the mental game, which I feel like a lot of people don't talk about.
Yes.
That's huge.
Well, also from a chef, because all I do is think about food.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with food.
I am too.
Okay, I'm obsessed. All I think about, I read cookbooks, I watch shows, and then the doctor you go to the doctor and the doctor's like, you're pre-diabetic.
Really?
You're really overweight. And he's like, this is gonna lower your life expectancy. And it scared me to death.
I bet.
Right? Which is so scary. So it's this not just part of like, well, what do I do? But it's to your point, it's like, what do I How do I untangle this? But it's been a journey, and I've got a lot of cool stuff to share.
Well, I can't wait. So when you went in and you heard that from the doctor, it's your dad, you have two young boys.
Yeah.
Was it just kind of that, I don't know, like
No,
jerk into reality?
No, what I said to him, I'm like, I'm a chef. Do you not get it? So I started making excuses. I'm like, I can't eat like this. And he's like, no, dude, you're a chef, which means you have a superpower. You know how to make healthy food taste great. Like a lot of people don't know how to cook. So they don't know how to make a Brussels sprout sexy or, a piece of cabbage great. I do, so that's no excuse. In fact, the opposite of excuse. I have a reason to do this. And that's when I kind of discovered a different approach.
What was your reason and why then? Obviously, to live longer, right?
To live longer, to feel better. I'm on TV like you. I was having bad energy, and it was just like one of those things where it's like, I want to run around and play laser tag with my kids, and I want to be the coach of their football game, and I want to be around to see them, graduate college. And, we live in a world where food, not great food, is really pushed on us. So how do you approach it? It's a mentality game, to your point, and it's different for everyone. And so for me, I'm like, I went to the diet game. What diet do I get on? It doesn't work.
And there's so much, Guy. You don't want to feel so restricted, but I understand you got a health coach. So tell me about why this was such a game changer.
So a health coach for me had to tangle the chefy food noise that I brain. And she had this platform called Verda. They're amazing. Check with your employer if you're covered, because they're incredible. They treat every single member, we call them burdens, different. And that resonated with me, because I was different, right? Like, I'm a chef, and I have my own thing. I've got two little boys.
Like, how are we going to actually sustain this?
100%. She's like, you have a different food dose than Kelly does. She has her own food dose. And so we experimented and we tried. And, there's a certain amount of protein that works for me, and there's a certain amount of fiber that works for me. And there's not a one size fits all. And that felt great. I'm like, there are levers to pull. And as a chef, when there are levers, I get excited.
Ooh, and I'm getting excited today because you're going to show me a dish that was actually part of. It's not something that I normally would think is healthy. Wings.
Yes. Okay, so I have learned through Verda to really love healthy, good fats. And fats satiate proteins well. So, I don't know. Coming up. I am not giving up wings. I'm sorry to my doctor. I'm still eating the wings. Okay, 60 pounds later. So we've
60 pounds. I'm so proud of you. You are incredible.
My kid is 60 pounds, and when I pick him up, sometimes I put him down. I'm like, I can't believe I was carrying that around. You know what I mean?
I am so proud of you.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. So we've got some wings in a bowl. We're going to learn how to chop garlic. You ready?
Oh God, I know. See, I was telling Joel.
Chopping.
I have a hard time chopping garlic.
Well, so here's what you do. You lay your knife on it, and you don't even have to chop it. You just smash it.
Oh, I smash it.
This is like a Chinese trick. With those big mallets, and now that one's flying. But once you get it smashed, right, you go like this. Now what I want you to do, Kelly, is grab some salt.
Okay, I can do that.
And sprinkle it over the top. Now the salt does two things. It acts as like a little that help break down the garlic. But it also brings out the moisture of the garlic. And hand here, and I want you to do this, and you just run your knife through, and it will chop really nicely. Go for it.
Wait, how did I do that again? I put it here.
So nails
here.
up,
Nails up.
Yep, and there you go, this underneath, and go. There you go. What you don't want is your hand up. Most people do that.
Oh.
You want to keep your wrist down.
Oh my God. Awesome. You know what for?
Yeah, no. We don't do that. We don't do that. So we garlic up. And then you want to scoop that up with the knife and put it on top of the chicken?
I did my hands, sorry.
And this is, by the way, Parmesan chicken. This is so So easy. So we add some garlic in. I like that there's some chunks in there. Some salt. Do you want to do some pep in there for me?
Oh, yes. Got other seasoning, too.
The other seasoning is just garlic powder. Add that as well?
Yeah, I do.
And then a good amount
garlic.
of olive oil. Now, how familiar are we with the air frying game?
I have an air fryer, and I have yet to use it. Thank you for asking.
Okay, so we're unfamiliar. We're unfamiliar. So air fryers are cool because you don't have to preheat a big oven. They're really fast.
Yeah.
Right? Just move air around and make sure that air gets all over.
And they still make it like so crispy, which is what I always want with chicken. I'm weird with chicken, but it's like a crispy, yummy outer exterior, I'm in.
Yeah, and deep frying is, I just have to say, it's just loaded with extra calories, and it's just too much fat. So add these into the air fryer. These should take about 10 to 15 minutes.
Oh.
Right? So they're really, really fast. Sometimes you gotta do them in batches. That's totally cool. You close it, and 10, 15 minutes later, you've got that. Now, doesn't that look kind of deep fried? Can we get a close up? I mean, look at that.
Wow, that looks so good.
Sweet, right? So those go in. Oh, that one went overboard.
Yum.
The whole thing went overboard. I love it. So here's our chicken. Next step, butter.
Butter. So butter's still okay.
This is the thing. Cheese, butter, dark meat. I thought this was all off limits.
I know.
But what I learned through Verda is actually it's on limits. You just have to approach it the right way. So, a little bit of butter is absolutely fine. It's natural, good fat. So we're going to add this to kind of glaze.
Oh.
All right.
And this is after you air fry it.
This is after you air fry it. Yep. And then we've got some parm.
And I can just go big.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
This Parmesan, it satiates you. It brings umami. It brings saltiness. And a little bit of fresh parsley. And I think, honestly,
you chop that to finish.
Just herbs in general, like the way I cook, they just brighten everything. And so it's always free. You can eat as many herbs as you want and stay super fresh. And it brings so much flavor.
Okay, and while I taste this too, I want to know what this journey did for you mentally. Because we talked about that at the beginning, but it's such a mental game to stick with it.
Yeah.
But probably seeing the pounds go off with, 60 pounds, that would keep me going.
But it's
an
identity crisis because I was kind of known as the chubby Jewish chef that goes on TV and whatever. And it's kind of if I'm not that, are people going to trust me? You know that saying, no one trusts a skinny chef.
Right.
So I had to kind of rework my identity. And I'm not the big jovial guy all the time. And so it's been a mental reworking. But you can see, I just feel better. And listen, I've heard it a million times. I've tried every diet in the world. Everyone's journey is different. And that's why this is working for me, because I can a different angle.
You are incredible. You're so inspiring. Absolutely adore you as a human being. I could cry. These wings and how much I love you.
They're so
These
good.
are so good.
Yeah.
I would never know that. Healthy.
They're awesome.
A healthier version. Garlicky, the herbs, everything is hitting, and the texture is perfect. Thank you, my friend, for being here.